So, we got a big clearing here, and the two lots beside us that separated our house from Selfie's house, that's Selfie's house there. This was overgrown. That tree was humongous. This was probably, it was really densely, covered in brush for probably 20 feet high all the way out to the street. I couldn't walk through here without using my machete. And apparently the province told the owner of the land, listen, you need to make improvements or we'll start fining you. So a couple of days ago they came in and they cut out all the brush, and I was like, oh, that's cool. This tree at one point was hanging way over to our side of the fence here, and we hired somebody to come and cut the limb with the permission of our Puyaiban, which is our village chief. And apparently he came in and just cut the whole friggin' tree. It was a neat tree because it provided a lot of shade for our yard, so it's gonna be weird without that tree there, although we have kind of all along the fence line here several trees, but it's just not the same. Now, I appreciate the fact that they did make improvements. I wanted to make an offer on the land, but they want about 3 times what I'd be willing to pay. So let's walk down the soy here a bit, take a tour. Now, there's a side effect to this, in that because this is so overgrown and shit, we used to just take our lawn trimmings and shit, toss them over the fence, because nobody could see them there, and we'd let them decompose and shit. But, brow, selfie. I wonder if I could make firewood out of this. I'm sure they're going to come back and cut it all up into smaller pieces and take it out. Looks like I wasn't the only one dumping shit here, but mine was all organic type stuff. And I'm sure there were a lot of critters living in here. Gonna watch over snakes because I'm only wearing flip-flops. Got this drainage ditch back here. Goes all along the back of our house. This is like government housing behind us, and what it is there's like an office across the main road there, out there a few hundred meters, that's for people who are unemployed or something like that. It's vocational rehab where they teach them trades, and they bring people in here from all over the province, and they let them stay in this housing here so that while they're attending their classes or whatever. So they'll stay for a month or two, and then they go back, and there's like probably dozen, 2 dozen units all the way out to the street, and they occupy these last, so we seldom see people in them. But that lot between me and Selfie is owned by one of my neighbors. They bought that from him, and they just have a garden there, which is cool. But this lot here, and then this may be 3 lots. But I was hoping to acquire this one right here. And what I would have done was put, a gap in the fence or whatever, or move the wall over here. You can't. And then put a pool in, and a parking area and stuff like that, and a garden. But at least they kept that palm tree. Unfortunately, the nice big tree came down. I hope they don't build here. I may ask the Puyaiban if he's changed his heart on selling it or not, because maybe make a driveway coming in here, and just making a garden, a pool, or whatever. But that would be cool. Yeah, somebody else has been dumping their waste here. This isn't mine. That one is mine. And when they're removing it, if they have an issue, I'll just give them a few bucks and say, hey, go ahead, take it away. Never really seen this side of our fence, our wall. And that could use some paint. Our side, the wall's probably 7 years old or whatever, and it held up extremely well because I told them to paint it with a base coat first, and then the color. And I wasn't here when they constructed it, but they followed my instructions from the other side of the world. So, Suey, where you going? Come on back in. Come here. Door's closing. Okay, you can stay out if you want. That was also one of Suey's hiding places. So, can you imagine expanding our little paradise here over into that area? That would be so cool.